Down on the mat as usual. Knees bent. If you have any tension along the spine, otherwise legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist and pull the back of the head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. And allow your body to soften. Let go. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw. And let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders. Arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. The small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. There to observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Observe your chest becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the ribs moving closer together with every exhalation. Breathe from the nose, both for the inhalation and for the exhalation.
Observe your belly moving when you breathe. Observe the navel moving up when you inhale and down toward the spine with every exhalation. Keep a long, slow, steady breath. Start lengthening the exhalation, but keep it easy, keep it soft. Inhale, expand your body. Exhale with a long exhalation. Imagine that with every inhalation, your body recharges. With every exhalation, your body got rid of all tensions. When you inhale, your body recharges. When you exhale, your body relaxes. Keep a long, slow, and steady breath. Keep it soft and easy. Exhalation longer than the inhalation. Allow your body and your mind to relax deeper and deeper. 3 more deep breaths with the exhalation longer than the inhalation. Allow your body to expand at your maximum with every inhalation. Observe your body becoming more compact with every exhalation. At the end of your 3rd deep breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. And observe. Observe your body, relaxing even deeper. Relax your breath. Observe your breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more subtle. And just for a few seconds, observe the passing of the air through the nostrils. The air enters your body and goes out through the nostrils. You breathe in through the nostrils. You breathe out through the nostrils. If there's any thoughts rising up, it's normal. But as soon as you realize it, bring your attention back to the passing of the air through the nostrils. The air enters your body through the nostrils and go out through the nostrils. Gently bring back the awareness into your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a few seconds for pushing the left hand to sit up. Sit in a cross-legged position. Put your hands over the knee. Lift the sternum. Move the shoulder blades down. Move the belly in, but just a tiny bit. Just a slight activation, the slightest. And with this slight activation, create circles with your lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Put your right hand down on the ground. Lift the left arm up, palm of the hand facing right. Push the thumb, the left thumb, back to create a gentle torsion of your spine. Look up and allow the left hand to move gently to the right. Stay there. And come back to center. Change sides. So put your left hand down on the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift the right arm up, palm of the hand facing left. Push the thumb back to create a gentle torsion of the spine. Look up and allow the right hand to move down to the left. Deep breath. Breathe deeply. And come back to center. Again, create circles with your lumbar spine, just to wake up your body and your spine. Then also on the other side. Put your right hand behind your sacrum, but not in contact with your sacrum. Tilt your hip forward, sternum lifted. Now roll the right arm outward, bend your elbow just a tiny bit to keep the shoulder down. Put your left hand outside of your right knee or right leg. Keep on tilting the hip forward, keep on lifting the sternum, shoulder blades down, and look back. 3 breaths. Look back, turn, twist. Okay, use the grip of the hands to help you twist. And gently come back to center. Right hand outside of your left knee. Lean gently back. Put your left hand aligned with the coccyx. Tilt your hip forward, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll your left arm outward, bend your elbow to keep the shoulder down, and look back. 3 breaths. Keep all the movement in place. And back to center. Put your hands right in front of the knees. Inhale, and with the inhalation, tilt your hip forward, push your chest forward, but the shoulder is back. Push also the head back, but without allowing the head to drop down. Keep it aligned with the spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, exhale. Tilt your hip backward, round your spine, and look down.
Inhale, tilt your hip forward, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, tilt your head backward, round your spine, look down. Inhale, tilt your head forward, arch your spine, look up. Come back to center. Straighten your legs for Dandasana. So flex your feet, toes pointing straight up to the sky. Tilt your hip forward. Push your lumbar spine forward. If it's a little bit too hard, you can bend your knees. This is not a problem. If you can keep your legs straight, then roll your legs gently inward so the heels move apart. Tilt your hip forward, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend your right leg, slide the right ankle right under your left knee. And keeping the right tibia parallel to the hips, bend your left leg just in front. Put your hand in front of the knees. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. If you feel any tension on the knees, then flex your feet even more. It'll give you more stability on your knees. Tilt your hip forward, keep your spine straight, and go to your maximum. When you reach your maximum, wherever it is, find a comfortable position for your arms. You can use your knees, you can put your hands down, but don't allow your spine to go round. Keep it straight and active. The movement starts from the hips and lumbar spine, not from the upper chest. Stay there. Now, round your spine and go all the way down. But use just the gravity to go down. Relax your belly. You don't need to push your chest down. Relax your belly. Use just the gravity. Relax your shoulders, your arms, relax your face, relax your neck, and stay there. If there's some intense feelings on your body, yeah, it's normal. I know. But it's not the end of the world. You can handle that. You are stronger than you think. So really gently, come back up. And observe that all those feelings, as soon as you come back up, just fade away and disappear. So yeah, it was not the end of the world. That's why we do it on the other side. You happy, huh? Straighten your legs. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Bend your left leg and slide the left ankle right under your right knee. Keeping the left leg in this position, bend your right leg. Flex your feet to give support to your knees. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward and go down. When you reach your maximum, wherever it is, it's not important where you arrive, but it's important how you do it. Then, when you reach your maximum, find a comfortable position for your arms without compromising your spine. Keep your spine straight and active. Stay there. And observe all the areas of your body that are stretching now. For everyone can be different. So I won't tell you where you should feel it, because it can be the buttocks, can be the hips, can be the legs, can be, well, all those areas, lumbar spine. So I won't tell you. It's up to you to listen to your body. And now, allow your body to soften and go down. Relax your spine. Relax your neck. Relax your head, your face, unclench your jaw. Relax your belly. And allow your body to stretch in the direction you want it to stretch. Not the easiest one, maybe, but a good one. And gently come back up. Straighten your legs. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, bend your right leg and put your right feet in contact with your left leg. No need to bring it really close to the hips. If you feel more comfortable in this position, you can bring the feet back. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Twist your torso to the left in order to have the torso right over your left leg. Put your hands on either side of your leg. Keep on pushing the heel forward and the toes back. Yeah, so we're gonna stretch those calf muscles. Keep the sternum lifted and walk forward with your hands. Keeping the spine as much as you can straight. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, come back up. Ouch. Sto facendo lezione. No, no, dai sul divano. Sul divano. Straighten your legs. Bend your left leg. Put your left feet in contact with your right leg. Push your heel forward and your toes back. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Turn your torso to the right. Lean back, lean forward. Put your hands down on the ground on either side of your right leg. And keeping the spine straight as much as you can. Walk forward. But still keeping the spine as much as you can straight. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, gently come back up. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana. So big toes, the feet touching, knees open into the side, tilt your hip forward, and then allow your spine to go round, and allow your head to go down toward the spine. Round your spine a little bit more. If you want to, you can put your feet a little bit forward, so it will be easier to allow the chest and the head to go down toward the ground. Stay there and observe the stretch, gentle stretch of your whole spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, gently come back up. Now, bring the 2 knees together. Walk back with your feet. Grab your legs. Walk back with your feet and find balance. Once you've found your balance, allow your head to go down toward the chest, close your eyes, and stay there. Try and relax all the muscles that are not needed. And once that you found your relaxed version, breathe deeply. And observe that when you breathe deeply, your body moves back and forth. You could rock your body simply using your breath. Breathing deeply, you will have your body moving back and forth. Now, really gently lift your head and allow the feet to move down toward the ground gently. Walk forward with your feet in order to create a 90-degree angle on your leg, roughly. Then flex your feet and grab the outer side of your feet with both hands. Round your spine and push your spine gently, really listening to the messages of your body. Really gently push your spine back in order to stretch your back. But if you feel, keep the 2 knees together. Yeah, exactly, like that. So around your spine, but if you feel some intense feelings on your lumbar spine, for instance, then push less. Observe your body and react. Change your position. Find your version where you could stretch the muscles of your back without feeling uncomfortable. Okay, now relax. Now, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, put your hands behind your buttocks with the fingers pointing back. Straighten your legs. Push the chest up. Activate your abdominal muscles. Inhale. And with the exhalation, lift your buttocks. 3 breaths. Attention on the hyperextension on your elbows. So bend your elbows just a tiny bit and really gently go all the way down. Now, Dandasana again, but I want you to take a belt. Put the belt around the wider side of your right feet. Just the right feet, not both, just the right one. Okay. Now, walk forward with your hands just a tiny bit. But now, tilt your hip forward and push your shoulders back. Gonna feel a bit of stretching on the back of your leg. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hip forward and observe how the tilting forward of your hips will change the feeling of the stretch, will deepen the stretch. 3 breaths. And relax. Change side, so put your belt on the wider side of your left feet. Keep your hands quite close to the feet, because I want you to, in the final position, to have the arms completely straight. So lift the sternum, move the shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward, and observe. Feel the stretch. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, relax and put the belt on both feet. Same thing. Tilt your hip forward, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, push your shoulders back, but tilt your hip forward. 3 breaths. And relax. Okay. Now, do you have a belt? Do you have, sorry, a block? Okay. I'm gonna take a block so we can work on the calf muscles again, but in order to work on the fascia. So have you heard of fascia? Yes. Okay, that's good. Often, when we feel tight in some muscles, it's not just the muscle, but it's tightness on the fascia. And using a block, and if it's a stiff one, it's even better. You can work and release those tensions straight from the fascia. It will be a torture, a nightmare. But you will feel the effect straight away. So just to realize how it can be effective if done properly, enter a tabletop position, prepare for Adho Mukha Svanasana, roll the arms outwards, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, put your feet as well as the mat, tuck your toes under, inhale deeply. And with exhalation, move your buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down and gently straighten your legs. Now, in this position, observe if the heels are not touching the ground, observe how far is the ground. If it is touching the ground, observe the pressure. Observe the pressure of your heels onto the ground. Observe where you could feel the tensions and go down. All the way down. Now, take the torture block. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And then we're going to do it together. So the idea is to put the block in this position in order to have the edge of the block against the calf muscles. So we're doing the calf muscles since you told me that you have some tightness there. But you can do the same also on your hamstring or in different side and different parts of your body. So the idea is to have the edge on the calf muscles, but not against the tendon. So we're starting roughly here, and we're stopping roughly here. Okay? So we just put that. We'll lift the hips, and then with the feet flex, we start rolling the leg inward and outward, kind of walking the block up through the calf muscles. If you don't feel anything, I think there's something wrong. Because usually it's quite intense. So hips lifted, pay attention on the hypercenter on the elbows, and just keep on working with the edge of the block on the calf muscles. I'm gonna stay roughly 1 minute in here. So yeah, it's 1 minute torture. Because unfortunately, the fascia is a lovely structure, but it's a structure that has to be worked, not in short runs. So just take your time. Just take your time and pay attention to work on the whole body of the muscle. So if you need to change the position of the block, just go ahead and do it. Really just do the whole body of your muscle. Keep your feet flex all the time. I often have the feeling like I had some bruises, and it's not. Even though the feeling can be exactly the same. We're approaching the end. So if you didn't do the whole body of the muscle, just change the position of the block in order to just finish this work. Okay. And now, just do a small massage to your calf muscles. Just a small one. Okay. And now let's move to the left. Same thing. Edge, calf muscles, not the tendons. Put your hands down. Put your right feet down and lift your hips. Okay. Start rolling in and out your calf muscle, and it can be you can feel a lot more on one side compared to the other. Can happen. Try and straighten your leg, Hilda. Your left leg. Give it a straight. So the fascia, because the fascia is not just on the calf muscle, but it's on the whole leg, and even just continues on your back. So it's better to work with a straight leg. Keep the feet flex and keep on working. Yeah, it's a nightmare. I know. I hate this. if you, while doing this torture, you realize that there is one spot where you could feel a dagger entering your body, just stay there. Just use that as a sort of trigger point. Stay there. Keep on breathing normally. You don't need to change your breathing for that. Just keep on working. We're approaching the end of this torture. So if you need to move your block, just go ahead and do it. Last moments. Now, release. Do a small massage to your calf muscle. Okay. And now, just to see if you worked in the right way, tabletop position. Roll the arms outwards, slide the shoulder blades over the waist, put your feet as wide as the mat, and enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just observe if the tensions on the calf muscles are the same, or if something has released. Observe if, in case the heels were not touching the ground, observe if now they're closer to the ground. And if they were already touching, observe if the pressure has changed. Try and lift your toes. In order to stretch even deeper your calf muscles. And now gently, and back down. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. And now enter a plank pose. Push your heels back. Belly in, sternum lifted. 3 breaths. Lower your hips just a tiny bit. Hips. Okay, no, not too much. Okay, now push your heels back even more. And now, without moving the hands or the feet, enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Even if it's wider than usual, I don't care. It's a different version, but you can do it. Roll the arms outward, push the chest toward the toes, and down. Sit on your heels. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Lean back and try and lift your knees just a tiny bit. It can be doable today, maybe not today, but try and feel less pressure in case you cannot lift your knees. Try and just feel less pressure on your knees. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Okay, now lower your knees. And now lift your hips. And I want you to move the 2 heels closer to each other. And sit on your heels again. It will be a different version.
because usually when you sit down, the heels open to the side. So now you're stretching different areas of your body. And even in this variation, lean gently back and try and see if you can lift your knees or not. Can happen or not. It's not a problem. It's not where you arrive where is the real importance. Is the path, is how you do it. Okay, now lift the sternum, lift your hips. Now, since today is Valentine's Day, we're gonna work on the Anahata just for a few seconds, for a few asanas, because we don't have a lot of time. But the idea is to work on this chakra in order to accept our flows, accept ourselves. Because when we love someone, and it can be any kind of love, but we can see that it's not perfect. Because we're human, but we accept it. We accept the small flows. But it's harder to do it to ourselves. Loving ourselves is the hardest thing to me. The idea is to work on that. Anahata is the acceptance chakra. So when you accept to not be perfect, you start loving yourself. It will be easier to love yourself. Even knowing that, in Tantra, we consider ourselves as already perfect, but with all the imperfections of our life. Our nature is perfect, but then our body is not. So we are perfect, but we have to accept our physical body. We can work on that, but we have to accept it anyway. So let's open the chest. Lift your hips, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Interlace the hands behind the sacrum and straighten your arms. Breathe deeply on your chest, still keeping the belly active in order to protect the lumbar spine and keep the spine straight. Breathe deeply on your chest, observe your chest expanding. And relax. Take the belt. Take the belt with the palm of the hand facing forward, but put it just behind your buttocks. Okay. From this position, walk with the hands closer to each other. Keep the arms completely straight. Now, belly in, sternum lifted. Lift your arms back. And breathe deeply on your chest. And relax. Okay, now take the block and put the block on the outer side of your ankle, right ankle. Just one. You don't need the two, because we're going to do it one side only. Well, that is both sides, but one side at a time. So belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the right arm outward and put your right hand in contact with the block. Just keeping the contact. Lift the sternum up, lift the left arm up, and look up. 3 breaths, belly in. And relax. I know it was easy. Step forward. We do exactly the same, but I wanted to activate both abdominal muscles and buttocks in order to protect your lumbar spine. So put your right hand on the block, belly in, squeeze your butt, lift the left arm up, look up, start moving the left hand back. Without compromising your belly and butt. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, come back up. Change block. So put the block on the left ankle, just the side of your left ankle. Put your left hand in contact with the block, roll the left arm outward, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in, lift your right arm and look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, damn. Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I had a problem with the internet. So yeah, I think that you did the 2 sides because I saw you doing the other side. Okay, so now tuck your toes under, belly in, squeeze your butt, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, interlace the hands behind your sacrum and straighten your arms. If you cannot straighten your arms, you can use the belt like we did before. Now, still keeping the abdominal muscles active and the buttocks active. lean back, just with the shoulders, but push with the toes against the ground to push your hips forward. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, come back up. Okay. Now, if you feel too much tension on the lumbar spine, remember to activate your abdominal muscles and buttocks. If this version, the version that we just did, was a little bit too intense, you can put your hands on your lumbar spine and just do this version. It will be exactly the same. If you want to just step forward, activate your abdominal muscles, activate your buttocks, leave the sternum, shoulder blades down, and really gently start moving the hands toward the heels. Once that you found a contact, you could use also the blocks. I think that you can do it also in this variation. Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground to push your to push your hips forward. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. And come back. Okay. Good. Now, I'm going to give you another variation in case you have some tension on the lumbar spine. So I think you do have a bolster too, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to take the bolster. I'm going to show you this variation. This variation is really good, in my opinion, also to work on the shoulders. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So you can do it both with the toes tilted or with the feet down. The idea is simply to put your hands in contact with the bolster. I prefer with the feet, with the toes under, because you can push with the feet against the ground to move your hips forward. But it's just personal, both variation will do. So once that you have your hands over the bolster, in this variation, usually is not too hard on the spine. You can walk back with your hands in order to deepen the opening. But the thing that you can work on is the shoulder blades. I'm going to show you why we do this variation. Well, actually, I don't know if you, I'm going to, well, usually when we do this variation, the muscles between the shoulder blades are really contracted, because the shoulder blades just move really close to each other. But while doing so, you add some tensions. With this variation, you can enter the pose. So belly in, sternum lifted, all those things will remain in place. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, but now you can roll the arms inward. So you can see that I'm not just closing the chest remains open completely, but it's just a small movement of the shoulders. And while doing so rolling the arm inward will allow your shoulder blades to move away from each other without losing the openness of your chest. So you're still working on Anahata, but adding less tension on your back. Stay there. And relax. Move blocks, belt, bolster away. Tabletop position. And create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Now, since you've taken the bolster, we're going to use it. Put the bolster on the front of the mat. If you feel a lot of tension on your lumbar spine, you can also put the block under the bolster. Lay down on the mat for Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. Blankets, eye pillows, well, everything. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment. Before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Inana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Keep your face, throat, neck, shoulders, arms, belly soft. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.